Welcome back to Somerset, YouTube. I'm down on the Somerset levels today. My walk starts in a village called Wedmore, and it's probably 4 or 5 miles from Cheddar going towards Glastonbury. The route today is about 9 miles long. I found it in a book called Beyond Bristol Walks, and I've only been here, what, twice before? The landscape here is very flat and featureless, as you might imagine. There is one hill on today's walk, which is Nyland Hill, and otherwise this is a land of farmland, reens, ditches, drovers' tracks. Hopefully quite peaceful at this time of year. So I'm not far from where I was walking last week. But if you think back 200 years ago or something, whatever it was, this would have been underwater, this whole area, and Nyland Hill along with Glastonbury Tor and other small hills would have been islands in this area. Today it remains largely untouched by industrialisation and civilization. Still very green, so if ever you feel that the world's becoming too overwhelmed with concrete and new constructions, and it's not a bad place to come and reflect and think that it's not always as bad as it may seem. I left home quite early this morning with the idea that I could get to the car park, get a car parking space and avoid any crowds in this area. Also, it's forecast to be 25 degrees later on today, so my plan is to get this done through the morning, avoid the worst of the heat and get home for a late lunch. You can just see Nyland Hill, maybe how brown it is. I've got to continue now through this field. I think it goes towards where those cows are, so we'll see how that goes. I think I see the bridge. So it's either Calm Cows or that bridge. Doesn't look very reassuring. Don't want to fall in that. Here comes bridge number 2. This looks more reassuring. Quite springy though. Now following the River Axe. It's been a quiet day so far. I saw 3 dog walkers back near Wedmore. There's a farm just over there. It's basically farms and sewage works around here. There's not really much else to it. I very rarely ever wear shorts on a walk, and this is why. You're always going to find long grass, things that will bite you and scratch you, and it's also tick season right now as well. So I very rarely wear shorts unless I know it's going to be a clear path the whole way around, which normally means coastal walking. So last Monday actually, I was walking up there, the heights of Draycott and above Rodney Stoke. I'm currently following the River Axe, as in Axe Bridge. I've only walked in this area twice before in my lifetime. The last time it might have been 4 years ago. I did a long walk with a friend from Nyland Hill back there all the way down to Glastonbury. A good 15 miles, a really good day for it. I was just wondering how green the grass is here, because elsewhere it's all brown and dried out like I was saying earlier, but I assume it's because of the rivers and the reeds nearby. They're obviously feeding off of that, maybe. It's very low-lying land here, so water can't be too far away. If you can also tell me what is growing here, whether it's wheat or maize or corn, whatever, please let me know, because I'm always curious but I never know. Important things are, do not panic, do not run. Over we go. It's quite nice to be on the road for a bit. I must be nearing halfway on this route now. Following the roads around towards Rodney Stoke and then up Nyland Hill. Beneath this bridge where the railway line once ran between Cheddar and I'd say Shepton Mallet. There's not much left to see now. There's been talk for a long time about turning the old railway line into a new cycle route, but I've no idea when that may happen. 50 metres above sea level, and there's no one else here. But amazing views over the levels down towards the Quantocks. Over there's Brent Knoll. Over here is the ridgeline of the Mendips. Crook Peak wavering down, Shoot Shelf Hill, some of the quarries near Cheddar Gorge. Just goes on and on and on, all the way to Shepton Mallet and then Froome.